The Shikhar Chandi slum, which is located in the middle of the Patia area in the capital city of Odisha, has got the great number of slum dwellers and they are engaged in multiple activities throughout the day. People of different communities reside there and they have been settled there for the past 30 years. Dr. Khan, an assistant professor and also a community member, explains how the communities reside peacefully in the slum.
So I have been attending that community, I have been visiting them and closely being collaborated with them since 2006, so that would be 13 years in making. It has been a very rapid development. I mean, as Bhubaneswar grows by leaps and bounds in terms of area and economy and accordingly the population, that area has seen a lot of development in terms of places getting constructed, occupied and built, rented out, and everything that goes on with a normal settlement, it has happened at a rapid pace in that place.
The men of the locality are mostly into the job of construction laborers, rag pickers, shop owners and appliance repairing. Although the average monthly income of each group ranges between rupees 8,000 to 10,000, Beena Sahu, a shop owner in the locality, earns rupees 10,000 a month.
আমার জেলা গঞ্জাম আমার বালাটুন এটি ঘর আছে এটি আমি রইলুনি 30 বছর আনি এটি রইকি কাম ফাম করতে মু রাজমিস্ত্রি কাম করে আর কামକୁ যাওনি দোকানটা খুলছি।
The women groups in the slum are engaged in multiple activities like sweeping, rag picking, house cleaning. On average, they earn rupees 5,000 per month. The women groups have also formed a self-help group amongst them and they come together to help each other in their needs. They sit for a meeting on every 10th day of the month and Mamta Reddy, the secretary of the self-help group, says that how they are managing this self-help group with the help of 10 members.
ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ 1.5 ବର୍ଷ ହେଇଗଲାଣି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟରୁ ବି ଆମେ 2 ଥର ପଇସା ପାଇସାରିଛୁ। ସେଇ ପଇସାକୁ ବି କୌଣସି ଲୋକ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି, ସମସ୍ତେ ଯାଇକି ମାନେ 2 ଟଙ୍କା ସୁଧ ହିସାବରେ ନେଇକି ନିଜ ନିଜ ମାନେ ବେପାରରେ ଲଗେଇଛନ୍ତି। ଡେଲି ବସୁନୁ, ମାସକୁ ଥରେ ମିଟିଂ ବସୁନୁ, ମଝିରେ ଏମର୍ଜେନ୍ସି ହେଲେ ଥରେ 2 ଥର ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା ବସିବୁ। ତାପରେ କାର ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ କେସ୍ ହେଲେ ଜରୁରୀ ଯଦି ପଇସା ଉଠେଇବାର ଥିବ ପାର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଶିଖରଚଣ୍ଡୀ ଏରିଆକୁ ସେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଲୋନ୍ ଦେବାକୁ ରାଜି ହେଉନାହାନ୍ତି। କାରଣ ଆଗରୁ କ'ଣ ହେଇଛି କ'ଣ ନା ଆମେ ଜାଣିନୁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏବେ ଶିଖରଚଣ୍ଡୀ ଲୋକ ଏସ୍ଏଚ୍ଜି ଦ୍ୱାରା ଲୋନ୍ ପାଇବା ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ହଇରାଣ ହେଉଛନ୍ତି, ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ବାଲା ହିଁ ରାଜି ହେଉନାହାନ୍ତି।
Children of the slum go to a nearby government school and after returning back they are seen playing games like a lattu, gilli danda, kancha and kabaddi to entertain themselves. Small kids play in the mud and they keep roaming in the lanes of the slum. Also, the kids are made to sort copper from waste materials which are eventually sold for rupees 300 per kilogram. It is amusing to see that not only the adults but also the children in the village are engaged in the job of rag picking. Apart from all the ways of earning, rag picking remains one major source of earning for the residents of the slum. Now that plastics have been banned in the country, these rag pickers are facing problems in terms of employment. They have to find an alternative source of employment which does not pay as much as picking and selling rags. Momina Bibi, a former rag picker, explains her hardships in the new work.
टीना जाता था 12 रुपया, लुआ जाता था 16 रुपया। ऐसा का भाव
का कोई ठीक ठिकाना नहीं है।
पानी
किस महीने में कोई भाव लगता है वही भाव में देना पड़ता है।
There are trucks in the small city Bhubaneswar that collect garbage, waste materials, and rags from different locations across Bhubaneswar. Then, why these rag pickers are important in the city explains Dr. Khan, a professional teaching community building entrepreneurship.
The trucks that carry the garbage or the trash from the fixed locations where there are dustbins and they are within the municipalities, the BMC's knowledge that these are the pickup points. But trash is getting collected outside those standard or official pickup points. What happens to that trash? Who goes to pick it up? There are no contractors to deliver the trash from the undocumented, unofficial dump sites to the places where the BMC can finally collect and carry them to the main dumping ground. So these people who might be regulated in a particular manner, trained to handle trash in a hygienic manner, can be actually employed or engaged to cover the ever expanding number of dump sites and finally keeping the city clean. You might say that, well, the undocumented places or the dump sites might be documented, might get formalized and put on the map of the collection of the trucks. Definitely a good thing. But there are places that come up on a daily basis where the things are being dumped, the trash is being stocked. So for them, these people are in the non-official vertical, so they don't have to go through red tapeism of getting a clearance, getting a route approved, getting a truck allocated, getting a whole new timetable schedule. So they find it, they pick it, they deliver it.
Employment issues are a major problem for people living in the slum. They are not only concerned about their employees, but they are also concerned about the employment of their children. They have a continuous rage over the government for not fulfilling their needs, and they ask that who will take charge of these people and their needs.
क्या करने से हम लोग बचेंगे? बोलो, किसको पूछेंगे? कौन देगा उत्तर मुझे?